Hey guys, so today I have a book review of Cuckoo's Calling, which is a mystery book by J.K. Rowling. After a lot of persuasion by two great friends of mine, I actually picked it up. They warned me that, it's not like Harry Potter, it's kind of different. It is a crime mystery novel, and it is an adult fiction novel. I just first want to say, though, that I finished the not last half of it. I was at 65%. I read it on my Kindle, but the last bit of it I read at work one day because I had a really slow day at work on Saturday, and I'm a nurse, which I do not have slow days, but it was bizarre, and I downloaded it to my phone because it's from like my library reading app, and I just finished it. It was fantastic. The ending is amazing, but let me get back to the beginning and back to the plot in general. So this book takes place with two main characters, I'd say, Strike being the main character. He is a private detective, and we learn very on in the beginning he is not doing so hot. His girlfriend of years and years broke up with him, or he broke up with her, but it had been an on and off relationship type of thing. So he's homeless in a sense, so he's living in his office, and he is in so much debt. He has no money and no offers lined up, no cases, no one's coming to him to solve any mysteries. And our other main character is Robin. She is from a temp agency. She's a young woman. She loves mysteries. When she was a kid, being a detective was like her favorite thing. She always wanted to be one, pretended to be one, so she lands this gig to be Strike's secretary for a week. And to her, this is absolute career heaven. This is what she's dreamed of. It's like she's a little girl coming to life. So she's just over here soaking everything up, loving it. Although Robin was only supposed to be with Strike for a week, she remains with Strike during the duration of the case, and spoilers because I just want to talk about the book, he ends up hiring her in the end, which I am so thankful for. I mean, I figured it was gonna happen because, well, first of all, my friends told me, and second of all, you just can't split up the dream team. The mystery that arrives to Strike is that of who killed this beautiful supermodel woman. She was found dead on the pavement. It assumes that she jumps. The police thought that it was a suicide when they investigated the case and closed it months before. But the supermodel's brother comes to Strike completely desperate and says, "You need to search this. I'll give you whatever you want. I'll give you all this money." He's giving him money that Strike needs so desperately to pay off his debts. And he says, "Just please find the murder. I need to know who murdered my sister." And Strike at first thinks he's just gonna humor the man. Maybe he'll look up a couple things. He thinks this guy is crazy. Of course she wasn't murdered. So I had a problem getting into it, and I'm not used to reading mysteries, first of all. I am also an impatient person, so to go for so long in the book where we're just gathering the evidence, which is what the first half and more of the book is, I just got very impatient because I wanted to know what was happening. For me, I'm not picking up on these clues. I'm just thinking, oh, it's someone else's perspective of the same day, and for me, it felt repetitive. Obviously, when I read the ending for Strike, there were minute differences in all the stories that we heard about that pieced together the actual truth, but for me, I just was reading it thinking, how is this even important? Like, why do they care so much that she went to this shopping store, Vashti, and she went in the changing room and then she left? Like, I was like, who cares? And of course, the Strike, who is a mystery solver, it actually means something. So for me reading it, that's where my frustration kind of set in, because I just wanted answers. I knew I was going to get them, but I was too impatient to wait. At the end, though, we do get all of the answers revealed. I actually guessed that it was John before the ending. I had no reason why the motive was there. So when that played out, it was a complete surprise, but also it made complete sense after reading the whole book. I like the series enough that I'm going to give it another shot because the ending was completely redeemable. So I will be reading the next book in the series, which my friends warned me about is gonna like break my heart or do something crazy. I don't know. In the next book, I'm gonna try to be a little bit more patient, and maybe by the end of the series, I'll actually be able to figure out some things that Strike picks up on, which I completely missed. It was very clever in the end how it all wrapped together so nicely. Also, thoughts for the next book. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I feel like we know Matthew and Robin aren't going to work out together, and there's definitely something going on with Strike and Robin, and it was even more confirmed in the end when he buys her that green dress, because clearly I mean, there's just so much we could get from that. He was thinking about her, even though we saw her for a split second in that dress, but thinking about her, how beautiful she looked in it, that he went and bought it for her, and also the fact that he spent so much money on it for her, and it was just a very grand gesture. So there is something there. So those are my thoughts on the book. I'm really excited to start the next one, and I'll let you guys know what I think. So thanks so much for watching, and happy reading.